Alrighty. We're doing a response to Lord Doomcock's review of the first 3 episodes of Andor. And while he liked it, he also didn't think it was quite real Star Wars. And Eric and I both disagree with that point. It is good Star Wars. It is real Star Wars. It is.
I would like to beg to differ with that.
It is a non-naive look at the war. Because in the original scroll, Civil War has broken out. Galactic Civil War. So
that's the first thing it says. It is a time of civil war.
So this sort of stuff happens. I think it's very naive and very rose-colored glasses to just want to have Star Wars be an adventure all the time.
Antiseptic and nobody ever gets hurt.
Yeah.
People got hurt in the original Star Wars too, man.
Look
what happened to Owen and Beru, yes.
Alderaan?
The Jawas.
The Jawas? Yeah.
They're out burning their bodies.
Greedo?
Yeah.
So people die all the time, Captain.
And
it's just a matter of when and where. What episode's that from? Anyway.
But no.
But there is a point that he is correct about. It was the spinning of the wheels on the jungle planet.
Yeah, and it turns out that planet is actually Yavin after all.
Oh, I was right.
Yes.
Oh, I was right again.
They didn't identify it on the screen, but it is Yavin, yes.
Yeah. Well, I could just tell by the temples.
That's where he was meeting the pilot and all, and it's the future site of the rebel base, but that team of people that what was their name that was supposed to be their leader? That was a thing too. That gal and her band.
Was that Orchard sister? Not Grief, but Saul Guerrera's sister. Oh, okay.
And I'm not coming up with her name, but no, other reviewers and people have mentioned that was
a thing.
It was a thing, yes.
Well, and nobody's talked about the art thieves, the kind of Mon Calamari looking motherfuckers.
Oh
God, I hate them.
Art thieves
took the statues 30,000 years ago.
Oh, it starts with an R. Right?
The Rakatan. Yeah. Nobody's talked about that.
Right.
Like, how could you not? That was the most exciting fucking thing.
That was one of the coolest Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And anyway.
So I
think it is really good Star Wars.
It is.
And it doesn't matter that it's not.
And we are not Disney shills. If you've heard any of our other stuff, we are not even close to.
No, especially compared to the other Disney material.
Yes.
It is outstanding Star Wars.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be
lightsabers and adventure
and swashbuckling
and Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon. This is the nitty-gritty. This is why I would really like to see the actual first cut of Rogue One, because if it's more like this, that'd be fucking awesome.
And it all doesn't have to be unicorns and rainbows up your ass. This shit happens in war.
Yeah,
and it is real. And I don't want to use realistic necessarily, but it is.
It is an approximation of reality.
It is.
I'm sure actual war is a lot fucking worse.
Oh yeah.
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 Sort of like France. You just don't ever want to go there.
Yeah.
What movie's that from? Anyway.
But his take on the format being, the espionage, the whole thing, the Cold War, blah, 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 and he compared it to a couple of movies, where the planning is,
Which, and he didn't even go into that, because, let's be real honest engine about it. Andor should have had all that equipment down, all those controls, all that, everything.
Oh, no, but...
Yeah.
Did you catch what he said, though? This is not the ship I was trained to fly.
Oh, well, all right.
So he was prepared to fly a ship. It was just not that one, the TIE Avenger.
Yeah.
And when he got in it, it was unfamiliar. And even when they were questioning him, it's like, don't touch that. I don't know what it does.
Yeah.
And he did mention, this is not the ship I was trained to fly. So that's why he had the difficulty with it.
So it's not an interceptor, it's an Avenger.
Yeah, it's an Avenger.
And then it's not the one that Thrawn created, which was the one with the 3 sets of wings. Whatever the hell that's.
Oh no,
that showed up in Rogue Squadron.
Wouldn't
that showed up in the video game?
A Defender, the TIE Defender,
maybe
with the
3 sets
with the tri-wing thing.
Yeah,
but and that and even the comment that he made that you weren't here 3 days ago when I left. He was there on Yavin and went to go steal the ship and bring it back. And he comes back and finds this band of rebels.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right, which is another cell, independent cell that were incompetent. Oh God, they're horrible.
Yeah,
and
I don't even think they would be allowed to be piss boys.
Right, but no, it is.
It is
even like. The references to things like Sinar, and Yularen and Turkin and
that doesn't mean to say that it's completely perfect. We found little things here and there not
to
like
nitpick about,
but like the visa and the creature like on Yavin
and Dedra being 3 years old when she was when her parents
but then I
were incarcerated.
I want to do another thing about those two again because you could because
and that's the thing too. He said there's no humor in it, but that whole dinner
that was beautiful.
Was
it was great.
Chock full of humor.
It was great,
and it did kind of lighten the mood a little bit.
And it's also like, don't fuck with my man.
Right.
You old crone.
Yes. And it was maybe sarcastic, biting humor, but it was still humorous for days. Well, we cracked up.
Yeah. So
no, it does have moments of humor, even though the overlying, tone of it is so serious, but it's okay, man, because if this is not your cup of tea, you'd rather see the more light, then
why didn't you watch Skeleton Crew?
Yes, exactly. That's what I was getting to. We got Skeleton Crew for that.
What the fuck? Can't make any of them happy.
Right.
They're all a bunch of fucking normies that say they're fans.
Right.
Is Doomcock a normie?
I don't think so. God, no.
Okay.
No way.
I'm just saying, because he...
I can imagine any normie doing what he does. And really, when you look at the stuff that he covers and his take on it, he knows what's up.
Yeah,
he ain't no normie.
I'm not trying to fight, not trying to start a fight. Just we disagree on a couple points, and then we agree on other points.
Right.
So maybe it's just something.
But
maybe he's trying to find that middle of the road kind of thing.
Well, especially somebody like Doomcock to say this is not good Star Wars and this is why. To all the people out there who want to have a reason why it's not good Star Wars, he just gave them one.
Yeah, which I completely disagree with the whole basis of his thesis. So
especially after he said the things he did about being obsessed with Star Wars from childhood and all that. Yeah. And so he knows what he's talking about.
And so, story time, when I was taken to see it, the original, and this is one of the re-releases.
Yeah.
I think probably before...
It would have had to have been.
Well, yeah, it would have had to have been. But before
Empire... Special edition.
No, before Empire came out.
Oh, that re-release.
It was probably that re-release.
It would have had to have been after Empire because it was... After Empire... Episode 5 came up on the screen. Everybody, what the hell? What is this episode 5? What did we just watch 3 years ago? Then they re-released it to theaters with the episode 4 title. So it would have had to been around there.
Well, it would have had to been
81, 82.
Well, because
before
it would have been 80 or 81. It had to have been.
Yeah, because Empire came out in 80.
Yeah,
and then the original was re-released to theaters with the episode 4 added to the scroll.
So apparently, I was sitting...
The original scroll didn't say that.
Apparently, as a young child, I was rather rambunctious and not easy to simmer down and, get sedate or anything.
No.
Right? So apparently, as soon as that Star Destroyer comes over and that big booming fucking noise, from that moment on, I just sat there and watched the whole thing. I didn't say a goddamn word. I didn't cry, didn't nothing, just transfixed.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So... I think Andor is completely in that vein, and it's more.
Oh, no, man.
It's more. It's not only more realistic; it's more advanced. It's
just.
sophisticated
and mature.
Yes.
It's not so kid friendly.
And it can't be so nice.
Mature, it's not graphically violent and it's not explicit.
Yeah.
It's just mature themes and intelligent and again, if you want the kid friendly stuff, Skeleton Crew was great for that.
And why didn't you watch that?
And why didn't you watch? Exactly.
Alrighty. With that, tell us what you think. Like, share, subscribe.